All right, hey everybody. I'm Ted Drozdowski, Senior Editor of Premier Guitar. We're at the 2018 NAMM show in Anaheim, California, and we're having a little Doug Fest. We've got John Bednar here from Tech 21 playing a Doug Pinnock bass through, most importantly, a Doug Pinnock DP-3x signature pedal. It's a fly rig, and John is going to tell you all about that.
Yeah, thanks. How you doing, Ted? Hey, everybody out there looking for all the new NAMM gear. This is our new offering. If any of you guys are familiar with Doug, you know that we created an amplifier for him 2 years ago, and we basically distilled that humongous rig that he used, and we turned it into a 2-rack space head, and then he requested that we made it even smaller so he could take it on tour where there's no back line. So we were able to fulfill his request with the DP-3x. So what we have here is basically a 2-channel preamp. And you'll start out with the clean channels, all the green LEDs. You have a 3-band EQ with compression and level. To get the distortion, you just click on the mix, and it brings in the drive and chunk, which is the amount of distortion and the volume for the mix. And they're illuminated so you know which mode you're in. There is an overall gain switch if you have a low gain bass, if you need more gain, or if you have a super high gain bass you want less, you can turn the gain switch off. The mid control has its own shift, changes from 500 hertz to 1K. Other features are we have a built-in tuner. You bring that on, it's a full chromatic tuner that will mute the 1/4 inch and XLR out to the PA. The 1/4 inch out has a headphone switch that'll turn that into a headphone output. XLR has a ground lift to eliminate any ground lifts. And as you see here, it is a tiny, ready-to-go package.
Yes, that is an extraordinarily compact box. Can you tell us a little bit about what's under the hood, and then maybe give us a little taste of clean and dirty sounds?
Sure. Well, his signal path here is all analog, and we follow the true signal path that he had in his original rig that he uses with King's X. So there are low pass filters, high pass filters. There's a lot of signal conditioning going on as far as how we process the high end and how the low end is processed. There's compression in there along with the 3-band EQ, and we're able to basically, he had a lot of controls on that system, and it's really difficult to get it to work, so we were able to get it down to the minimal amount of controls for the maximum amount of firepower. So not only can you get, you know, the signature Doug Pinnock sound, you know, which is that high grindy mid scoop, you could bring that drive down, you could bring the compression up, and you have more of like a Chris Squire. You could bring it all the way down and clean it up. And if you bring the mix off, you have a totally clean thing. You get like a, you know, Paul McCartney Beatles kind of sound.
And that's super versatile. What's it priced at?
It's $289 street. Yeah, and it's ready to go. We'll be shipping hopefully sometime end of April, beginning of May.
Oh, very cool, very cool. John, thank you so much for being with us. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for coming by, and take care, everybody.
Cool. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.